Hello, everyone. I'm back. I told you I was going to be here at 7 o'clock Central Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, hey, my name is Katrice Thompkins, and I am an Andis Global Educator. And tonight, we're just going to have some fun learning some fading 101 with my lovely client and my lovely model, Miss Sarah here. Thank you so much. And my lovely cameraman. Say hi. She's like, I'm not turning this on. So basically, we're going to be going over this Andis, I'm using the Andis Master Cordless Clipper. And I want to tell you all a little bit about the Andis Clipper. And I want to let you all know, please ask some questions in the chat if I do not answer the questions about them, okay? You see that her hair is textured, so we all know that you have to use something powerful if you want to go through textured hair. So this right here is a very powerful tool. It's a high-speed rotary motor tool, number one, and it is extremely powerful. So you need something right there, something like this that's going to get through some nice textured hair. Also, this has a lithium-ion battery. Okay, this is the classic performance of the corded clipper.
We have a question.
We have a question already. Okay.
How heavy is it?
Oh my gosh. So it is 1.5 pounds. Okay. So I'm just saying.
Got another question.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me answer this question. Thank you, cameraman. But it is 1.5 pounds, but it is very, very, it's a nice weight for someone that is a professional. And everyone that's on this live right now, Marlo Beauty, which I want to thank for having me. Thank you, Marlo Beauty Supply, for having me, is a professional. And I just want to say that it gives you that nice professional weight. So it is 1.5 pounds. There you go.
And then how long does a charge last?
So the charge lasts 90 minutes. Okay, so 90 minutes of non-stop usage. So if you're just cutting along for 90 whole minutes, this blue light right here is going to turn red, and it's going to tell you that you're going to have to put that on the charger. But guess what? It only takes 1 hour to charge fully. And you want to have a full charge when you are working on one of your clients. So 90 minutes of non-stop runtime, and it only takes an hour for a full charge. So like I was saying, keep them questions coming. I love it. So it gives you the freedom also, because it's cordless, to go around your client if you need to. You don't have a whole bunch of cords. You can just, do what you need to do. And I wanted to say that this is the tool of choice today for my client with her textured hair. Now, say if she was relaxed, right? And I didn't need as much of the power, but still great performance, I would use the cordless NVLI. I love this as well, and I know that a lot of hairstylists love this tool as well. I know that a lot of up-and-coming hairstylists love this tool because it's not as powerful as the Masters, but it's still going to give you that great performance. So I chose to use this today because of my models. And you have to kind of know that when you're doing a consultation, which is important, and I consult each and every one of my clients. I don't care if I did them for the first time or if this is the 100th time. Everybody gets a consultation, okay? And she's nodding her head because she's an instructor as well. I'm an instructor. She's an instructor as well. And because consultations is the key. You never know what, if someone's changed their medication, if somebody had, something going on in their head that happened 2 weeks ago. You just never know. So I just ask quick questions that's going to keep me up to date and up to par with their hair, so I can give the best results to my client. It looks like we have another question.
We do. We have several multiple questions.
Okay.
We'll start with the first one where we ended off at. What are the RPMs?
So this is, I think it's 7,200 RPMs. So that's what this is right now. So thank you for asking that question.
And then what's the name of the clipper?
So this is the Master Cordless, Andis Master Cordless Clipper. She's getting a tight shot of it right now. And this is the stainless steel one that I have in my hand. And I also talked a little briefly about our Cordless NVLI as well. So a little lot less, less heavy than this. Same great, great performance as well, but we're going to use this because of the power. Okay?
Does it get hot to the touch?
No, it actually does not get hot to the touch. It has a rotary speed motor, and it does not get hot to the touch. I have basically used this. I was at an event last week at a health fair, and I did 6 haircuts nonstop, and it did not get hot to the touch. Now, I put it down in between. I always put it back down on my base as I go. And of course, if it does get a little warm to the touch, I cool it down with our Cool Care Plus. So Andis have it also, it cleanses the blade, but it also cools down the clippers as well. So I use this as well. If it does get a little warm, I would say warm, not hot. It's not it's not gonna be burning your hands or anything like that. Okay, that's old school. So
next question. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, sorry.
Do you suggest light fades for your female clients?
So I'm glad that you someone asked that. That's a great question. So I do suggest a light fade. Now let me tell you, prior to coming to this live, I took her hair down. I don't know if you could tell, and Cameron, you can come a little closer. You see how much hair she had on her hair on this side, right? She wanted to change the shape of her fade a little bit. So I said, okay, that's a great deal. She wanted to go into like a V shape. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Can you put your head down? She wanted to go into like a V in the back. So I am bringing it in a little bit in the back there. I use that with my Slimline Pros. That's this right here. I use this on a lot of my female clientele because us women, we do like a lighter fade. We don't want hard lines all the time. But if someone does want a harder or more sharper line, I use my Slimline Pro because our skin is just a little bit more sensitive. And I just like the way that it gives you the line, but it's not that harsh line like if we were in a barber chair. So I do suggest a lighter fade for my female clients. Now, you see how the different side, that's one side that I started over here for that fade, and then this is where I'm going to start right now. So I wanted to get some of the things out in let me go over a couple of things about this Cordless Master. Number 1, lithium ion battery, okay? It still has that classic performance, just like the corded Master Clippers, but it gives you the freedom to go around your client and do all the things that you need to do. It has the high-speed rotary motor, 90 minutes of non-stop runtime, and it only takes 1 hour to do a full charge on it. Those are some cute fun facts, okay? So, and oh my gosh, before I stop, I have the double magnetic guards for all of the for our Master. So these are the double magnetic. So it has double magnet on that side, and also for the cordless NVLI, I have the single guards. And all of these beautiful tools you can get at Marlo Beauty Supply. Marlo Beauty Supply, the link is in the bio. Okay? All right, so let's go. Who's ready to do a haircut?
One more question.
We have another haircut, another question. I love it.
How many guards come with it?
So that's a good question. So we have we have 0.0 up until 8. Okay, so up until 8 guards. So what is that? So 0, half, and then 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what is that? 9? 10. Or 8? Yep. So there you go. All right.
One more question.
Yeah.
How close is the cut with no guard?
Okay, so with no guard, right now, that's what I did over here. So let me show you exactly what I did. I actually put on the 0 guard right here. That's what I did. And I used it all the way open. So we already know that is, we have a little protection right there with that guard. And I always go in on an angle when I am fading into textured hair especially. And I always am combing through with the textured hair because you do not want to get in any knots or anything like that. Now, I told you we was changing her shape for the way that her hair actually flows in the back. So I'm using a zero guard all the way open all the time. And then if I wanted to get closer, then I'll go in a little bit closer right here. But I think this is close enough because she wanted to see some hair on the side. Now, I just want to put this disclaimer, pros, she's not relaxed on the side, okay? She's not relaxed because she actually was going to get braids, and she decided not to get braids yet. And I said, oh, perfect. Then I can use you as a model. I can use you as a model. Do we have another question?
We do. We have several questions.
Okay.
They come with the clipper? The guards come with the clipper?
So they do not, okay? You have to buy these separately. These double magnetic actually fits onto the Cordless Masters, and these are sold separately, okay? But these are the bomb.com when it comes to guards. They do not slip off. I know, have you guys ever been using other clippers from other clipper companies? Not Andis, of course. And the guards slip off. This is not going to happen with these double magnetic clippers. And you can get these at marlobeautysupply.com. Link is in the bio.
Next question. What does it cost?
So okay. If someone in the chat could help me out with the cost of the double magnetic guards. I think Katie's on. And yeah, because I cannot remember right now.
Next question. So what's the best technique to keep the client's hair fuller, knowing that when you cut down women hair, it can become very light?
Yes. Okay. So to keep it fuller on the sides, or I don't know what that question means. Can you put it back in the chat again, like a different way? So what I do for my women, right? Because sometimes I do not like the harsh look of, like when you went to the barber. For my women clientele, they come to us as hairstylists because we do have that lighter touch, and we do understand, not saying that barbers don't, of course barbers do too, but we know a little bit more because we are women, and we like that, the feminine touch. When she said that she wanted like the V in the back, I knew right away that I had to tighten this up back here, and I'm gonna also fade it out a little bit with my Pro Foils, my lithium Pro Foil shavers. I'm going to use this. Now, I use this because it keeps the longevity of a tighter fade when you are fading your clients, especially for textured clients as well. So I'm going to use this as well at the bottom of our fade because it keeps the longevity of your haircut. All right. So I know when you pick up a shaver, they get all scared and everything. But guess what? This shaver is not going to take off that much hair. It takes off it doesn't take off a lot of hair at all. And it just kind of tightens things up when you are doing a fade. Okay. So I want to get into the haircut. I keep talking and answering questions, but that's why I said I wanted to cut half of the head, because 45 minutes goes really quickly when you're answering questions and cutting hair at the same time. All right, so any questions before I start?
Just a few more. Do any guards come with it?
So yes, they do have guards that come with it. It comes in the box with it. And you can definitely use those. I'm not saying that you have to. I'm just saying that those purple guards it's just an elevated tool. And I'm all about having tools in your toolkit to get the best bang for your buck at each and every haircut. Okay? So it does come with some guards, but those purple ones are just an elevated tool that you could have. All right?
And last question.
Okay.
Do you use multiple guards to create a fade?
Yes, so I do. So right now, I'm going to use from the zero guard up until the number one guard. Okay, for this, what I did, that's what I did over here. And I'm also going to put a couple of lines in her hair if we get to that on the slide. So, a little design with the Slimline Pro. And like I said, all of these tools you can get at Marlo Beauty Supply. Or link is in the bio. So we're going to use from 0, we're going to use 0.5, and we're going to use number 1 guard for this look. And we're just going to use the lever in our master cordless to give you the look that we are going to achieve tonight. Okay? All right. So any questions before I start? No?
That's the only questions.
So y'all
are
keep
good.
These questions going. I'm so excited because, I love answering the questions as I go. So what I did right here basically is I combed her hair out. Like I told you, she does not have a relaxer. And I wanted to make sure that we don't have any kinks or anything in her hair prior to, you know, going in there. Prior to every haircut, you do a full consultation. You look in the scalp and make sure that there's no abrasions and things of that nature. And basically now I'm just scooping this hair up. I know what look that I want to achieve. I know I want to go down low, but I have my clippers all the way open, and we know when it's all the way open, that means that we're going to leave more hair on the head, okay? Now I also want to show you how, you see how much hair that is? I want to show you a clipper over comb technique. I'm going to get another comb, another Andis comb right here, and I'm going to take off this excess hair. And I'm going to get this all the way closed because we want to get it very close. And I'm going to take this excess hair off. Like I told you, when you have the Cadillac of clippers, you can do a lot of things when you have textured hair and things of that nature. And I'm just taking off all of that excess hair right there.
We have a question.
Okay, great.
Do you approach the fade by your client's head shape, or do you approach it by the desired length or style on top?
Wow. So I basically approach it by the head shape as well, but sometimes people don't even care about that. If they want to look, they want to look. But if they're asking my professional opinion, I always go by the head shape, and I use my tool. Another tool that I always use is my mirror. Okay, I look into the mirror, I see where that fade should start and where it should finish, and I kind of consult with my client. You know, if she would have came in my chair and said, I want a high fade, I would have been like, no, that's not your ministry. So we're keeping it low because she's still feminine, you know, and she wants that feminine look, but she wants a lower fade at the bottom. And to be honest, she's going to put braids in this next week. So she still wants it nice and full up here, but when she wants it tight down here, and hopefully she'll come back to me and say, Katrice, keep me tight around the perimeter with your Andis Masters and your Slimline Pro that you got from Marlo Beauty Supply. So I just want to show you a little clipper over comb technique to get some of that excess hair off. And it's basically, I have my clippers all the way closed, and I'm taking off that excess hair real easy because I know that the desired look that I want is lower than this. So I can do a whole haircut with clipper over comb, but I like to use my guards as well because, you know, having more tools in your toolkits give you more access to do different things. And if I didn't have my guards, I could do it clipper over comb, but I'm gonna use my guards right now, okay? So I'm going to put in the 0.5 guard. Do we have any questions?
That actually answered the first question that we had. It says, are you starting with the longer guard or shorter guard?
So right now, I'm going to start with the 0.5 guard, and I'm going to have it all the way open. And what I'm going to do is pull her skin down a little bit and go in on an angle, okay? But if I don't get as close as I want, then I'm going to tighten it up just a little bit. Okay, and I'm staying right at the base.
And we have a few more questions.
Okay, yes.
It works for any type of hair?
Yes, it works for any type of hair. And I'm sorry I keep saying textured hair because I'm saying textured hair because that's what I'm working on now. But it works for any type of hair. Today I did a haircut on an Indian fella. He had nice, thick, beautiful hair, just like Miss Sarah, but a different texture. So it was thick, but it was straight. And I use my Andis Master Clippers for that too, because it's a powerful tool and it gets the job done. So you can use this on any textured hair, wet or dry, to answer that question.
That was the next question.
Yes, yes.
Next question is, how do you manage to blend out the lines between the different guards? I always struggle with that.
So, great question. So, I am going to do that right now. I'm going to show you. I try not to put any lines in my fade. I try to do it just seamlessly, especially when I'm working with textured hair, or if I'm not working with textured hair. I use my lever. I use the lever right here on the sides to kind of make sure that I don't put put any lines in it. But if I do, I just do this back and forth. I move it back and forth until there are no lines. There's no lines in the hair. Okay. So I hope that answered the question. But I'm not one of the stylists that put like a deliberate line in, because it's really hard to get out, honestly. So I try not to do it. Okay.
Next question.
Yes.
Is it necessary to trim with the comb before starting the fade?
Well, I did a little trim, only it's not necessary, but it just makes it easier to get that hair out the way. Now, if I had that hair still laying over there, it'd be hard for you all to see, right? So I just did that, a clipper over comb, and like I said, I could do this whole haircut with clipper over the comb, but I just like having more tools in my toolkit. Using the guards is just another technique that I wanted to show you all. Hope that makes sense.
Last question.
No, it's not. Hopefully it's not the last question.
That's in here for now. What does the lever do?
Okay, so the lever basically gets it closer or further away. It gets the teeth of the clippers either closer together or further away. And I hope you guys can see that. So when it's close like that, that means that you're getting a close haircut, okay? Very low. If you want a very low fade, kind of a skin fade, this is the closest right here you can get to a skin fade without using your trimmers. Now you will go, after this closes like that, you will be picking up the trimmers to fade that in, okay? And then as you go up, it goes longer, okay? It gets longer. So that's what you use your lever for. And if you have any lines in it. So this is the number one that I'm putting on now. This double magnetic purple guard. This is the number one guard right here. All the way open. Yes. Another question?
It's like a 1/4 inch difference, right?
Yes. It's like a 1/4 inch difference. Yes.
And then this one's not a question, but it's just a comment. I just want to say you're amazing, and you confirm what I do to achieve my cuts. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
And then we have a question.
Okay, great.
Are you going to finish with a straight razor?
I am not. So I'm a hairstylist by trade. I do not pick up straight razors. Okay, just the FYI. I don't do that in the salon at all. I actually use another Andis tool if I want to get a little closer, but we are not talking about that tonight. So yes, no, I do not pick up a straight razor to answer your question. So right now I'm just scooping basically the excess hair with my number one guard in there, and you see I didn't make any lines in the hair, but it is gradually going from longer to short, if you could see that. Now I don't know, can you see that camera person?
Sure can.
Well, thank you. So to reiterate, at first, I used the 0 guard, then I went to the 0.5, and now I'm at the number 1 guard. And I'm just going in, scooping out, and basically just cleaning it up and making it make sense on this beautiful haircut, okay? To mimic the other side.
Next question.
Yes.
Are the guards universal?
So the double magnet guards goes with the master clippers, okay? The double magnetic goes with the master clippers, and the single magnetic goes with the cordless NVLI. I also want to tell you all that Marlo Beauty Supply in 2 weeks will have the new Revite clippers from Andis. They will have them for sale, not for sale, but they will have them for purchase. Okay, and let me just show you the Revites. So these are our new clippers. Okay, our brand new. I put them back in a box because I love them so much. So the black one is the fade clipper, and the gray one is the black one is the fade clipper, and the gray one is the taper clipper. And let me just tell you that they are both removable and adjustable blades on Oh my gosh, that's amazing, okay? So they're removable and adjustable blades. So if you want to get the new Revive Andis Clippers, go to Marlo Beauty Supply. Link is in the bio. It'll be there in 2 weeks. Just had to say a plug on that. All right.
Next question.
Yes.
How long is the battery life on the Clippers?
So the battery life for the Master Clippers is about 90 minutes runtime, okay? It's a 90-minute runtime, but let me just tell you all that in between each and every one of my haircuts, I actually put it back on the base. Now that's just something that I do. I put it back on this beautiful base, and I keep my base right on my station, okay? So it goes just like this. And while it's charging, the light goes in and out, blue. And then when it hits that solid blue, you know you're ready for action, okay? So it only takes about an hour. That's if it's all the way down to like no charge. I never put it to, it never runs red because I always just put it back on the base. That's just something that I do in between my clients. And as you should, because number one, you got to clean them before your client. Put it back on a base, clean them, cool them with the Cool Care. And that if you keep doing that and take care of your clippers, this is how you can take care and keep your clippers longevity. Okay? You keep the longevity by putting it back on a base, always spraying them down in between each and every one of your clients with our Cool Care. Okay? All right.
Few more questions?
Yeah.
Is it best to debulk going against the grain?
So I debulk going against the grain. Yes, it is better for me to do that. Now, I don't know if you guys saw that, but when I did take out the bulk before, I just went straight across from whatever that was coming out of the comb. But it just depends on the texture. It depends on cowlicks. It depends on just some things that may, you have to kind of know and the feel of what you're doing when you're doing it. And then you'll understand. But I usually go against the grain. Against the grain is going to get all the hair. Is going to make a difference of what you're doing. Okay? So let's use our tool, our mirror. Okay? Can you put your head down? Now let's go in this back, okay? This is a lot. I wanted to show you all. We're not going to go up too high, but remember, I don't know if you can see how I came in right here, that I used my Slimline Pro to come in because she wanted to start a V in the back instead of a box. And so being that she likes she wants it feminine, but she still wants that V look in the back. So I just brought it in just like that with my Slimline Pro clippers. Okay. And like I said, you can get all of that at Marlo Beauty Supply. All right.
And we have a request.
Okay.
Sent to be in our live video by
Styles,
BYPJ, and
to be in the live?
Yeah.
I don't think we can do that.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Questions. Next questions.
But if you have a question, please.
Yes.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Ask the question. Okay.
Okay. Next question. Can you use it while it's plugged in too, or is it only charge on the base?
Oh no, you can definitely use it while it's plugged in as well. I just like the freedom of it being, in my hand, because guess what? My plug is all the way over there. Okay, and I'm behind her. I like looking in my mirror. I love the freedom of that, and things of that nature. So I take it off of the base, off of the charge. And this is on a base, so you can't have it plugged in. FYI. Now you can have the Cordless NVLI plugged in, but you cannot have the Master Clippers plugged in because it's actually on a base. Okay, so the Cordless Envies, you can have it plugged in. You can use it on while it's plugged in, as well as cordless too. So if that's answering your question, I think they were talking about the Cordless NVLI. Okay.
Next question. Mm-hmm. What's the difference between a fade and a taper?
Okay, so a fade basically is fading the hair in a fade cut all the way around. A taper is right here in the front where you are tapering the hair and you're stopping basically right up in here. Tapers are usually a men's haircut. and then they're having it more full in the back. But a fade basically goes all the way around and is faded from low to high, going all the way around the head.
Next question. Is Cool Care oil and cleaner or just cleaner?
So Cool Care basically is a coolant, disinfectant, lubricant, cleaner, okay? It's rust preventative. So it does 5 things in one. So if you want something to cool your hair, to disinfect your hair, to disinfect your clippers, to lubricate your clippers, to clean your clippers, to be rust preventative, you use the Cool Care, and which you can get at Marlo Beauty Supply. Okay?
This one's not related, but she says, I love your wedding ring.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you. 27 years, okay? So that's a thing right there. But thank you for that. All right. So you guys can follow me too. I wanted to say that. So go to Katrice Thompkins _ and follow me. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos. Hopefully I'll do more for Marlo if they want me back. And just having a good time behind the chair. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I still love exactly what I do from the beginning to right now. So I love what I do. I love educating pros. I love educating students as well, but more so the professional. Wanting to sharing what I know, basically.
Next question.
Yes.
Can I use those clippers if I'm a beginner barber?
So that's a good question. These master clippers are not for the faint of heart. Okay? So honestly, I would start off with the Cordless NVLI. I honestly will, because basically it's a little, first of all, it's not as heavy. It still gives you the performance that you need, but it's less intense. And it's just a little bit, it's going to give you all the things that you need, but it's just a little less intense. I'm just going to say that. Okay. And it gives you a better handle. All right. I think when you pick up the Cordless NVLI compared to the master clippers and that power that the master gives you, it may be a little bit, intimidating for a beginner. So I would start off here with the Cordless NVLI and then gradually move up to your masters. But you can get both of them at Marlo Beauty Supply. Okay? So I just want to say that, that Andis have all the things for every level. If you are a pro, definitely we have the Supras, we have the Masters, we have, things of that nature. But if you are just starting out, we do have, this Cordless NVLI. We have the Slimline Pro. Those are things that you can have in your toolkit right now as a beginning professional, but still is going to give you that, that power. Is going to still give you that look. It's still going to give you everything you need, that because Andis we do nothing but the best. Okay. So you're going to get that, but just, baby steps. So this one first probably, and then gradually get to the masters. Okay?
Next question. Do you follow the same guidelines for an undercut?
So I actually do. For undercut. It just depends on, usually for my undercuts, I have to see, because they're usually getting designs for undercut as well. When I do my undercuts, I'm either giving them lines or something like that, because, an undercut is a real funky, I love doing those. It looks like she's about to, grow into something like that, especially when she take her braids out. And right now I'm just blending this in a little bit. Hope you guys can see that.
Definitely see it.
You can see it? Okay, good.
Already comment. Her cut already looks so much better in the back.
Oh, good. Yay. She's laughing in my chair. Well, she was growing it out, you all, just to be clear. Okay, she was not walking around like that on purpose. I'm going to take my guard off a little bit because I want to take a little bit of this bulk out right here. And like I told you, that I could do that either with my guard, or I can go in and kind of do clipper over comb. So I'm holding this down at an angle and taking off that excess like that, really easy, angling it down, taking that off. and kind of getting around there. I have my masters all the way closed. And hopefully you all can see that. Okay, any questions?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
All right. So the masters just give you the power that you need, that classic performance. That doesn't go anywhere, but it just gives you that freedom. Now I want to show you, hopefully you all can see that we are, just making it a nice, clean,
We
faded.
have a question.
You have a question?
Do you end the fade at a certain point or just until it stops?
Just until it gets to the skin back here. What I'm going to do, I'm angling my masters into it. You see, I'm not going straight in, but I'm angling it because I'm trying to fade it out a little bit before I use my shavers. Because like I said, the shavers is going to give me the longevity for the haircut. But this right here is taking it down a little bit just to make it like nice and neat. Because remember, I went from a number 1 to a 0.5 to a 0. And now I do not have a guard on my masters at all. And I'm going in there freehand and just cleaning it up. All right, tell me, guys, is this looking better? Give me some thumbs up. Tell me what you think so far of her haircut. Remember, she said she wants it to go into a V in the back. Do we have anybody that's loving it? Is anybody liking it?
We've got so many.
Oh, yay. Love it.
Yes, there's one that says Clippers over comb is perfect for that cut.
Yes.
There's one that says that's a great cut, blended beautiful. And then there's beautiful. Thumbs up, thumbs up.
Thank you. So now I'm taking my Slimline Pro. And like I told you guys, she wanted to come in a little bit to that V in the back. So, and of course we want like a nice soft look. Let me change my comb. Because you have to have, in order for you to have great results, you have to have great tools. And Andis is a great tool to have. I have been using Andis since the conception of my career. Like, no lie, I'm not like playing games. Like, I'm not lying, and I'm a woman of integrity. I wouldn't lie to you because it's the best of the best. And I'm still using them, and I'm still loving them. And they're just getting better and better and better. And if you were at the just a couple of minutes ago, I showed you guys the Revite, which is actually going to be at Marlo Beauty Supply very soon, in about 2 weeks. So you guys will be able to get the new. The Revite is the new, and I love having new. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go in here and just do a nice little edge up around here to make it look really, like a little look over here. All right, so what's our time looking like?
It's 7:38.
All right, we're doing really good. All right, so like I said, all right, I may want to put a line or two in here, but I'm going to go in here even a little bit more because I remember, she does not have a relaxer pros, okay? So I'm going to go a little bit closer. This is all the way open, and I'm just going to go in here and take some of this off and kind of fade this in a little bit. And we've got to remember to go back and forth with our clippers, okay? Go side to side. We do not go straight in. We go side to side with our clippers and kind of just blend that in on the side. And she's a lady, so we're going to give her a lady's touch.
Question.
And yeah.
How would you fade to a pompadour style?
To a pompadour.
I don't know if I said that
okay.
right.
Well, I would do something similar. She actually can do a pompadour with the way that her hair is styled now. I know, right? You could do a pompadour going all the way back. She can actually do that now. And I would do something similar because you want a tight side depending on the length of your pompadour on top. And then you want it to actually fade into the pompadour. So I would do the same thing, honestly.
Another question.
Yes.
Do you prefer short sideburns for women?
Me, I go back and forth. You know, it depends on what the client wants, basically. Now, if you have thick, crazy sideburns, I would recommend to take it down a little bit. But sometimes that can look real sexy. So I go back and forth, just depending on the client. I told you all, it depends on when you consult with your clientele, what they like, and what you think is best for them. We're the professional, but guess what? They have to wear it, so you guys can do a nice compromise. And I hope you guys can see how I'm going back and forth and just getting the little hairs. Little hairs make a difference. And this Master Clippers is the exact tool that you would need to get those little hairs that make a difference, from a good haircut to a great haircut. Okay?
Next question.
Yes.
Is this haircut unisex?
It is actually a unisex haircut. Okay? This is basically a fade going. I'm just doing it on a beautiful young lady, but you can actually do this on a man, woman, boy, or girl. It's unisex. I'm just doing it on her now because she's the model that volunteered today, and I'm so appreciative. I'm gonna take this a little bit tighter. So I'm doing clipper over comb right now, and all the hair that's in my comb, I'm kind of just taking it off a little bit. Okay, I want to show you guys, like I said, I wanted to show how we'll go from from a higher fade to a lower fade, just like that, without making any real lines in the hair, because I'm not one to put a whole bunch of lines in, because it's hard to get lines out. Not saying that you can't do it, I just feel like time is money, and if I put lines in your hair, that means I'm going to have to take the time to basically get those lines out, and I'm not here for that. Okay, so yeah, question.
Are these heavier than normal clippers because of the battery? I'm used to Titans. How do these compare?
So basically it's a little bit more heavier. Like I said, this is 1.5 pounds. Okay, so it's a little heavier, but I feel like this is not for the faint at heart. This clipper right here is for the professional that is ready to do some top styling, okay, some top cutting with this clipper, okay, and you cannot be afraid of it because this rotary motor is very powerful, and it's that classic performance of the regular Master Clippers that you plug in. So it has that same classic performance, but it has a lithium-ion battery. So that lithium-ion battery and that rotary motor, it is a little bit more lighter than the corded Masters, but a little less heavy than if it was, it's a little light, a little less heavy. It's a little more heavy, than the cordless MVLI. Sorry about that. All right, so I hope I answered that question. All right, so we want to get in right here.
743 as well.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get in right here, and I hope that you guys see that. All right, so I want to go real tight at the bottom. So I close my clipper all the way, and I'm kind of just going in because I told you she wanted to have that V going in the back. That was one of her requests, and I said, guess what? We could do that. Okay. I just want to say a couple of things. So we went over our Master Cordless Clippers, which I said is the Cadillac of clippers, okay? So if you are ready to take your cuts to the next level, you have to get one of these, and you can get these at marlobeautysupply.com. Link is in the bio. Now, if you're not ready for that though, we got something for you too. That is the cordless NVLIs, a little less heavy, still gives that great performance, but not as intimidating as the Masters, okay? So if you want to start out with the cordless NVLI, you can also get them there. We also went over the Slimline Pro. Slimline Pro is going to give you that softer look around for trimmers. It's very lightweight. It's also cordless, which is a great tool for your toolkit as well. And like I said, when I'm finished with her haircut, I'm going to get that shaver at the bottom, and this right here, the Pro-Foil shaver is going to give the longevity of her haircut. So I'm probably going to do over here by her sideburns. I'm going to do the back when I make that V a little tighter. This is what I'm going to use for that. And you can't have any of these tools without taking care of your tools with our Andis Tool Care. Okay, this is the 5-in-1. It lubricates, it disinfects, it's a coolant, it's a cleaner, and it's rust protective. Okay, so it's going to give you all of those 5 things all in one can, and this is how you're going to keep the longevity of your clippers. This is a game changer, okay? And you can get all of this at Marlo Beauty Supply. I just want to say thank you all so much for sharing your hour with me, your 45 minutes. You all were fabulous. Follow me at Katrice Thompkins _, and I will have lots of more education over there on my Instagram page. Just bear with me, okay? And I want to thank my beautiful model, okay? And I want to, give me the camera for a minute. I want to also thank my beautiful camera person. Isn't she lovely? All right. So thank you all for coming in to Marlo Beauty Supply. I hope you had a great time, and follow me, okay? Great more things to come. And thank you so much, Marlo Beauty Supply, for having me. Hopefully I'll be back soon and we can do more Instagram Live. Thank you so much.